Today we are starting the topic of percentages. Okay. Today we are only going to explain the basics of percentages. Okay. We're going to move slowly because percentages is a very important topic. It's widely used in real life situations. And eventually you'll continue it. Okay, we're going to revise the basics very, very well, and then cover something, some aspects of percentages which we need to do in year 8. Okay, new ones, and then we move on. But it's important that the basics, all right, that the first principles, you know them well. It's important that you know well the basics of this topic. Okay. Now, percentages, as I've just told you, are widely used in real life. You hear about percentages very often. For example, you often hear, how much tax am I going to pay, all right, on my salary during a sale, all right? There is a percentage discount. How much will a shirt cost during a sale, all right? You are watching what you're eating, so you look at the wrappers, okay, where there is the nutrition facts. Okay, and you check how much fiber does a cereal bar contain, all right? It's always in percent, all right? So what is a percent? Now, let's say you buy a big pizza with your favorite toppings, okay? And first you divide the pizza in 4 parts, so then 8s, all right, in 8 parts, 8s. Then 16 parts in 16ths, all right? So now if I'm taking a slice of pizza, I'm holding a percentage of a pizza, all right? I'm holding a percentage of the whole pizza. So if I take a slice of pizza, I'm holding a percentage of the pizza. So a percentage or percent is a part of the whole, all right? A percentage, if I'm holding 1/4 of the pizza, I'm holding a percentage of the pizza. If I'm holding a 1/8, I'm holding a percentage of the pizza. So a percentage is part of a whole. And the word percent, all right, percent, has its roots in the Latin language from the phrase percentum. Even in Italian, boys, percento, cento means 100, all right? So it literally means per 100, all right? The number, all right, linked with percentage is the 100, all right? The whole is the 100, boys, the 100%, all right? Whereas in fractions, the whole is the 1, all right? In percentage, the whole is the 100, the 100%. So, as I'm saying, it means that I think of 100 as a whole. If I say I ate 100% of a pizza, then I ate the whole pizza, all right? I ate the whole pizza, the one whole. If 100% is the whole pizza, then half a pizza would be half of the 100, all right? Half of the 100 is 50, so it would be 50%, Mela. So if 100% is the whole pizza, then half a pizza would be the 50%, okay? Half of 100%, all right? So the percentage tells you how much of the whole you have, all right? If I have 50% of a pizza, then I have half of the pizza, right? If we divide our pizza into 100 little slices, all right, then each slice would represent 1% of the pizza, because 1 out of the 100, 1% of the pizza. If I wanted a quarter of a pizza, we've mentioned a quarter before, all right? If I wanted a quarter of the pizza, I would see that I would require 25 little slices out of those 100, all right? So my pizza would be 25%. My slice of pizza, all right, would be 25%. 25 out of the 100 slices, okay? Now, we're talking about 100%, we're talking 100% representing the one whole, and 50%, and it's 50 out of 100, it would be a half. Would it be possible to have more than 100%? Yes, it would, all right? So it is definitely possible to have a percentage that represents more than a whole, or more than 100 of something, okay? Now, a real life situation. What if you had a friend with a very good appetite and he happened to eat 2 whole pizza? All right? So if we divided each pizza, as we said before, into our little 100 slices, all right? So I'm going to divide the pizzas into 100 slices each, okay? How many slices would did he eat? He would have eaten 100 slices from the first one and another 100 from the second one. So in all, he would have eaten 200 little slices, okay? So he would have eaten 200% of a pizza, all right? So we know that 100% is a whole of something. So let's summarize. Percentages less or percents less than 100 mean that they are less than one whole, all right? Because the 100 constitutes the whole, all right? The 100% constitutes, make up the one whole. So something less than 100% is less than one whole. On the other hand, percentages more than 100, all right? 101, all right? 150, all right? 300, 500, all right? Percent, more than 100 mean that they include more than one whole, all right? So as we said before, this friend who ate 200% of a pizza, he ate 2 whole pizzas, all right? A friend who eats, I'm exaggerating, 500% of a pizza means that he ate 5 whole pizzas, okay? Now, so we've discussed percentages, less than 100, more than 100%. Now, how can we write percentages, all right? And there are 3 ways of writing a percentages, boys. We can use either the mathematical symbol, right? For percent, it is the 2 zeros with a slash in between, all right? That's the first one. We can write percentage as a decimal, and we can write it as a fraction, all right? Let's practice. Now, let's take a look at how we can write the 50%. Using the percentage symbol, I write it 50, those 2 zeros with a slash in between, the symbol, all right? So 50%. That's by using the percentage symbol. I can write a percentage as a fraction, all right? 50% means 50 out of 100, which can be simplified as half, all right? Let's clear it out, okay? 50 out of 100, which can be simplified into 1/2, all right? 50 out of 100, which can be simplified into 1/2. And I can write it as a decimal, boys, as well, 0.5. If 1 is the whole, then 0.5 is half of the whole, all right? Now, if we need now to write 25%, I can use the percentage symbol, all right? 25, those 2 zeros with a slash in between, that's 25%, okay? I can write it down as a fraction, 25 out of 100, because as we said, percent means out of 100, per 100. 25 out of 100 can be simplified, all right, into 1/4, all right? And also as a decimal. I don't have any holes, boys, all right? I don't have any holes, that's why there's a 0 point, no holes, all right? So 0.25, if the one hole is the 1.00, the 0.5 is the half, then 0.25 is the 1/4, okay, as you know. Now, boys, we did this in fractions, okay? When we were doing the topic of fractions, we changed fractions to decimals and vice versa. So if I can change a fraction to a decimal and vice versa, then I can change a percentage into a fraction or a decimal and vice versa, all right? If I can write a percentage either as a fraction or as a decimal, all right? So I can write a decimal, all right, or a fraction as a percentage. That's what that means, okay? There is a relationship, boys, between the percentages, the fractions, and the decimals. I can write a percentage as a fraction and as a decimal, and vice versa, right? On the other hand, I can write a decimal and a fraction as a percent, all right? So if you are noticing, there is a relationship between percentages, fractions, and decimals. As a summary, I can say that decimals, fractions, and percentages are just different ways of showing the same value, all right? 25% is equal to 1/4, all right? And it is equal to 0.25. 50% is equal to 1/2, and it is equal to 0.5. They are equivalent, they are equal, all right? They are showing the same value. That's why I'm using the word equivalent, all right? Now, boys, as a homework, all right, you're going to have pictures of diagrams where you have to write the value, all right, what is shaded, what is colored in, as a fraction and as a percent. It's very, very basic homework, all right? Today you're going to have a very easy homework, but pay attention because you need to know the basics very well to move on, all right? Don't rush your homework, all right? If you are in doubt about something, watch the video again, boys, all right? It's very important. So that's all for today, boys. Good day and take care.